This week on Cars with Big Boy Trev, we preview the most capable special edition Land Rover Defender, the Octa, now powered by a 625 horsepower twin-turbo V8. Question is this the ultimate SUV? Finally, we review Kia's most popular soft-roader, the Sportage. We check out its styling, performance, practicality, and give its value-for-money proposition against its rivals, the Haval Jolion and the Nissan Qashqai. Catch this and much more on your Cars with Big Boy Trev this Sunday at 5 p.m. only on NTV. Welcome to Cars with Big Boy Trev Extra. My name is Big Boy Trev. It's all about the news and reviews from across the world. Now, Land Rover has introduced a new flagship for the Defender family, the new Defender Octa. The brand claims it to be the toughest, most capable and most luxurious model in the 4x4 family. Land Rover took inspiration from the toughest mineral on earth, the diamond, to design the Octa. The name is in reference to diamond's octahedral shape, which contributes to its strength and durability. The inspiration also is reflected with the new signature graphic that adorns the Octa, signifying the position as the pinnacle of the Defender range. Every Defender Octa features this graphic, which incorporates a gloss black diamond within a machined and sandblasted titanium disc on each signature graphic panel. The interior of the Defender Octa is designed to match the exterior's boldness, offering new performance seats with more supportive bolsters and integrated headrests. Land Rover has also integrated the innovative body and soul seat audio technology for the first time in a Defender, furthering the elevation of the cabin experience. Developed in collaboration with music industry expert Subpac and Coventry University, this technology allows the driver and the front passenger to feel the music, not only just to hear it, but also to experience it. 6 wellness programs are also available to help the occupants relax and improve cognitive function depending on their needs. Jumping straight to the performance, this Octa is powered by a 4.4-litre twin-turbo mild hybrid V8 engine, dubbed as the most powerful Defender yet, with 467 kilowatts and up to 750 Nm of torque, enabling a 0-100 sprint in 3.8 seconds. The engine is mated to an 8-speed automatic transmission with high and low range gears. We expect the local dealer for Land Rover to have this particular vehicle early in 2025, so keep it posted on Cars with Big Boy Trev for the exclusive review of this particular vehicle coming to a screen near you. Welcome to Cars with Big Boy Trev's social media feedback segment. We give you the opportunity to speak of what you've seen on the show and how we can improve CBBT. We jump straight to our Facebook page, and the first person is our top fan, Mr. Humphrey Ham Kagwe, and he says the Jolion is a really good subcompact SUV. It's stylish, has nice features, and it's value for money. Only time will tell if it's reliable. If it's reliable, it should be the bestseller in the Kenyan market. Well, asante sana, the Jolion is a fantastic vehicle, absolute value for money. If you're looking for one, please visit their showroom to get a test drive. Now, the next person is a guy called Dax Wanax, and he says, does this car have spare parts in Kenya? Yes, now this particular vehicle is actually sold and serviced by Crown Motors, and they have spares across the country. They have a whole network to ensure that you remain in tip-top shape with the Jolion. And finally, we have a guy called Ian Brand, and he says, where these Chinese are really becoming. The beauty in these cars, coupled with touch of modern technology, Wacha too. I can tell you the Chinese are not playing, they're actually releasing cars every single month so that you're able to keep abreast and actually offer absolute value for money. So thank you so much for joining us on Cars with Big Boy Trev. In case you have any questions, comments or queries, don't hesitate to write to us as seen on the social media handles below. We get back to the feedback next week. Now it's time for us to sample the Kia Sportage. Enjoy. Now this is a brand new Kia Sportage, and its price is starting from Kenya shillings 6.5 million. Do you reckon this is your next crossover? We start this review by taking a look at the design phase, then you start with the front. Now, as you all know, Kia have this brand new design. It's called the Tiger Nose design, which has been designed by Peter Schreier, who is also now the president of Kia Motors. And I can tell you, his touch
is just unbelievable. Look at this grill. There is nothing in the market that looks like this. So you have the tiger nose, and then you also have this sort of trapezoidal cheetah-like design daytime running lamp. So this particular vehicle has been designed to give you that vision, that look. Now look at this hexagonal grille. You have this color. This is stainless steel, but it's plastic and actually corresponds with the lower lip. And that's what Kia have decided to do to make sure that this particular vehicle has a unique design. The lights are quite interesting. So you have full daytime running lamps and of course DRLs that actually illuminate. It's full LED. You can illuminate the road if you traverse all the way at night in any part of the country, making sure that you remain safe while on the road. And you have this clamshell bonnet and of course the windscreen, which actually is well designed to ensure that you have maximum aero efficiency. The name of the game is called fuel efficiency and allows this particular car to have a drag coefficient of 0.26, which is actually very, very nice. So let's move to the side and have a look at the design of this Kia Sportage. So as we move towards the side profile, as you can see the front fender, you can see this bowl line, this crease that runs all the way through the lower hip line to the back. Again, you note that this car has very strong design influence from Peter Schreier. Of course, the wheel arc as well, simple, it's curvy, but has a flat edge to denote that this car can do some off-roading with this plastic cladding that also runs on the lower lip, all the way to the lower door sill to the back. Again, these subtle things make the car all the best looking in this particular class. As you move towards the passenger cell, as you can see, so you've got this subtle but edgy look, and of course you have this stainless steel extract on the door sill, denoting that this car can do a little bit of off-roading and of course just giving it some class. So these side mirrors as well with side repeater lamps. You have access to a 360-degree camera on this particular Sportage, and of course there are 4 of them, one on each wing, the other one in the front, the other one at the back. Coming to the rear third of the vehicle as well, you can see this particular stainless steel extract is now on the roof line running across the diffuser that's right here, and the lines merge all the way to the back. One thing actually I forgot, the tires. They come from size 17 to 19 inches. And of course, on the profile, it's profile 65, giving you better ground clearance and better comfort on our rough roads. So this particular design is fantastic. You can see this diamond cut Kia logo, and of course, the rims, again, aluminum, making this car have that sophisticated look. So as you can see, the design language has actually merged to form this rear panel. And from this rear diffuser, as you can see here, it's merged towards the design. You have a third stop braking light to ensure that anybody following you can actually see that you're braking. And of course, this design, I love this fastback coupe-like design that you never find on crossovers. So as you can see, the lights here form this rear LED lighting system, which looks very good at night, and the design is fantastic. You have the new Kia logo emblazoned on it. It's 2D, and of course you have the name Sportage, and of course, as you can see here, the bumper is infused directly with this particular rear panel. So you can see this silver contrast plastic cladding that runs across to the lip, to the side, and of course the Sportage logo that's right here. But people are asking, how good is the performance of this car? Let's step inside and have a look at the quality, then do a drive courtesy of Cars with Big Boy Trev. So ladies and gentlemen, we are in the cabin of the Kia Sportage. I can tell you, Kia don't play games. You've seen the front design, Peter Schreier inspired tiger nose design, very, very bold design that is making it very different as compared to what you find in the market. So let's step inside and have a look at the design of this particular vehicle. The first thing you notice is the dashboard. As you can see, there's plenty of space. I am 6'1", and the dashboard is placed further away from me to create an illusion of space. Then you have this wraparound cockpit as well with dual screens. I mean, this is next level sci-fi stuff. So the dashboard, of course, on top you do have soft touch material, and of course on the middle part you do have this sort of trapezoidal design. It looks very edgy and catchy with slates all over it. And of course the highlight is this screen. It's actually a 10.1 screen multicolor display that actually houses quite a number of things. You can actually stream media. When I say that, you can plug in your USB and listen to your music. You can shoot music via Bluetooth, and of course, because it's got Android Auto and Apple CarPlay support, you are able to also stream live music courtesy of Spotify and the apps within the ecosystem. So they've thought about every single thing. It also has native maps that ensure that you're able to traverse the beautiful country of Kenya quite easily. And of course, if you don't want to use the native maps, you can use the ones provided by either Apple or Google in the Play Store. So fantastic thing. good gadget. The resolution is fantastic. So lovely screen, does everything that needs to be done, and also with the voice control, you're able to control certain aspects of that multi-information display. Now right below, you do have the air vents, continuing with the slated design that you've seen on the passenger side as here, and of course right below it you do have this particular textured surface. It looks like it's carbon fiber, but it's not, but it just gives this car some je ne sais quoi. And of course, one thing I love about Kia, they've actually separated climate control from the main display, so you can actually control the system quite easily. So it's dual zone, so basically the driver and passenger do have different settings, as you can see here and here, and you're able to control the different settings of the climate control to ensure that wherever you are in the country, you are able to enjoy the pleasant climate within the Kia Sportage. Again, the display again, it's monochromatic but very easy to use. Touch buttons, such your typical touchscreen design, but just makes this car look good. And they've finished the whole place with kind of black again. Je ne sais quoi, design, premiumness. That's exactly what Kia Sportage is all about. Right below the climate control, you do have a space here where you can put your cell phone, as well as charging in the top spec version of the Kia Sportage. And you have two USB ports, one type A and one type C. My 12-volt socket to power up any other device. Now we move towards the gearbox console. You have your traditional shifter. Basically, it's a Tiptronic functionality because this Kia has a 6-speed automatic transmission. You have start-stop as here standard as well. Then you have different drive modes, Eco, Economy, and Sport. This allows you to toggle through the different settings. So when you toggle to Sport, you're telling the brain of the vehicle that you need more power. So what does it do? It tells the gearbox logic, or the brain, to hang on to gears for longer to give you maximum power output. And of course, if you're driving on economy, it moves the gears faster up the range so that you're able to access the highest gear possible, which is 6-speed, and ensures that you have good fuel economy. Again, you do have hill descent controller standard, auto hold, very good for traffic, and of course park distance assist, and cameras which are actually around this particular vehicle. So ladies, if you are struggling to park your vehicle, then perhaps the Kia Sportage is the car for you. You have two big cup holders here, as you can see here. You're able to carry your cups or mugs very easily, and of course you do have the center console where you can hide your wallet, your keys from prying eyes. I move to the instrument pinnacle. Also, it's a fully digital display that houses quite a number of things. On the left hand side, you have the speedometer. On the right hand side, you have the tachometer, and in between you do have the temperature and fuel gauge. Not only that, in between the two dials, you do actually have the vehicle information display that gives you what is happening in the car. So from range, temperature, service intervals, anything that you need to know about critically what the vehicle is doing, you're able to know that is in that particular screen. Now let's talk about the steering wheel. It's a 3-spoke design. I love the new Kia logo as well, and they've actually done some stainless steel excerpts around it to give this car some je ne sais quoi. So on the satellite buttons on the left hand side, everything to do with the multi-information display, and then voice control and volume, and you can pick up calls, etc., and change the modes of media, be it Bluetooth or USB or streaming. You're able to do that here quite easily. On the right hand side, you have the menu which actually runs this instrument cluster, and of course cruise control are standard in this particular vehicle. You're able to toggle through quite the different settings, making it a very easy car to drive over a long distance. Just imagine driving to Mombasa with this particular car, and you have cruise control. You just lock it at 80 and you enjoy the brilliant countryside of Kenya using this Kia Sportage. Now I love the fact that this particular vehicle has plenty of space. I'm 6'1". This seat is set to my height. Although the seats are actually manually adjustable, on the higher spec, you have 6-way multi-electrical adjustable seats. And of course, you do have also tilt and telescopic steering to ensure that anybody who's in the Kia Sportage can fit quite easily. So if you're a short man, you're able to fit. If you're tall, you're able to adjust quite comfortably and enjoy. It feels like I'm in a big vehicle, yet the Sportage is, a mid-sized crossover. I love the fact that they've employed space quite easily. But the biggest question still remains, how big is the rear seat? Let's move to the rear seat and see the seating capacity of the Kia Sportage. So we're in the back seat of the Kia Sportage. Again, the name of the game is space. And I can tell you, this particular car has so much space. It's just unbelievable. That seat has been set to my height, 6'1", and you can see there's plenty of space. Legroom is good. Headroom is good. In fact, it doesn't have a sunroof. It's actually very, very comfortable. Anybody who's over my size would feel not claustrophobic, but with a lot of space. It can seat 3 people quite easily. three abreast because there's no transmission tunnel. It's actually very low, so you can sit quite comfortably over long distance. You do have also 3-point safety belts for all the three occupants. You have headrests to prevent whiplash, and of course isofix anchors if you have a baby and you want to fix the child seat quite easily. It is actually provided by Kia to ensure that your baby remains safe while in the Kia. But in case all hell breaks loose, then you can rely on the 6 airbags and the curtain airbags that run across from top to the other end to ensure that your head and thorax are not damaged or you're not hurt during a rollover. Not only that, as you can see here, the grab handles are actually snug and prevent head injury as well. We got airline style pockets as standard as here. You can put your iPad, whatever it is. You have also a hook here. You can actually put some stuff here. And then you have USB ports that actually placed here and here. You can charge your devices quite easily. Also, the rear passengers do have dual vents to ensure that everybody can actually have some cold air wafting through this particular vehicle. The door bins are large. You actually have space to put a bottle or a cup inside there. And of course, you do have another coat hook right here. There are two, so that you're able to hook something up here, or even if you have like a detachment here for a rear personal TV, you're able to do that quite easily in this Kia Sportage. I love the fact that they've thought about every single thing that a young modern family would want in a crossover. But let's move to the boot and see the carrying capacity of this Kia Sportage. So moving over to the backside, you just press the soft touch opening to reveal, voila, plenty of space, 500 liters of boot space, equivalent of 5 suitcases or 5 gunias if you're a typical Kenyan. So you can carry your luggage quite easily, be it gunias, onions, sacks, anything that you need in this particular Kia Sportage. There's a light that illuminates the whole area in a 12-volt socket as standard, so that you can power up a fridge or any device, maybe a tire inflator in case you get stuck with punctures. Again, you do have a tonneau cover to prevent prying eyes from actually looking through into the cabin as well. And then you have also tie-down hooks as well to prevent luggage from moving. One thing I love about the Kia Sportage is the flat floor. So even the scuff plate over here is flat, so you can easily remove suitcases and out without damaging this part. Obviously, if you open the lower parcel shelf that actually houses a full-size spare tire, and of course your kit, your first aid kit, your warning triangle, your jack, and many other things. So practicality is the name of the game, and I love the fact that they've thought every single thing about practicality, because this is a family car. So it's time for us to get on the road and feel the power of this Kia Sportage, and of course, give you value for money. So guys, you've seen the design of the Kia Sportage, very stylish, and I can tell you Peter Schreier has made this particular vehicle a desirable crossover that would beat even the likes of the Toyota Corolla Cross and many others that are in this particular segment. But my biggest question is, how is this car fantastic for the Kenyan environment? How does it drive? How does it feel? Is it comfortable? Is it steady on the road? We start this particular driving review by taking a look at the engine. So up front you do have a 2-liter naturally aspirated engine, 4-cylinder petrol that produces 156 horsepower or roughly about 112 kilowatts and 190 newton meters of torque. And the power is sent to the front wheels courtesy of a 6-speed automatic transmission. When I put my foot down, it's quite responsive, as you can feel. It feels very peppy, even for a 2-liter, very powerful enough, so it allows you to explore the full potential of the engine and return a fuel economy figure of roughly 6.6 liters per 100 kilometers on an average turn. Now that's not bad, because I mean, if you're combining city traffic and long distance, I mean, this car would probably do about 560 to 600 kilometers, which is okay. And I love the fact that Kia have actually thought about making sure that this particular vehicle has that grunt that we all love when you're overtaking and climbing hills. If you're from Naivasha climbing Kinungi, this particular vehicle does the job quite well. I'd love to have a turbo, but not for this market. Anyway, in terms of the chassis, is shared with the Hyundai, the Tucson, because it's a family. Remember, Hyundai and Kia are one family, so they share the same chassis, and of course it's modular. So all the attributes of the Hyundai Tucson are also found in this particular Kia Sportage. So in terms of suspension, up front you do have McPherson struts, which ensure that the front is very steady while on the road, keeps the tire firmly in contact with the road. At the back you do have a multi-link rear suspension setup, which also allows for the car to give you that planted feeling and also very comfortable while driving on this road. I'm on the southern bypass and it feels very good. The thing they've done as well is to ensure that the noise, vibration and harshness is kept to a bare minimum so that it's a very comfortable cabin. I love the fact that they've thought about it. So by adding sound deadening equipment and material on the firewall, on the transmission tunnel, makes this car very smooth, very quiet on long distance. Now, in terms of safety, everybody is asking, so what's the safety repertoire of this particular vehicle? Well, Hyundai and Kia do have one of the best safety systems in the market, and of course, it's a mixture of active and passive safety features. So the Sportage from the active front has, number one, stability control, which is the umbrella board that makes sure that this particular vehicle remains steady in case you need to have an intervention. If you lose traction or the car goes sideways, the ESP ensures that this particular vehicle is steady and make sure that you have and regain traction. Anti-lock braking system comes as standard, prevents wheel lock in case of an emergency, and of course brake assist, and not only that, electronic brake force distribution to help you when you're braking. Now the second layer of systems include cross traffic alert, which basically tells you if there's a vehicle crossing on your side, it will slow down. Of course, the other second thing would be, of course, autonomous emergency braking, which is standard in this particular vehicle, and not forgetting you do have blind spot assist and lane keep assist to ensure that when you're driving, the cameras that are on this panel here, they check out the road and ensure that you remain in the middle lane and you remain safe while driving. But in case all hell breaks loose, then you can rely on the 6 airbags that comes as standard in this particular vehicle. You do have a 5-star rated safety cell that dissipates impact energy away from the passenger cell to the chassis to ensure that you have reduced impact energy getting into the cabin, making sure that you and your family remain safe. Of course, ISOFIX anchors, 3-point safety belts also come as standard, and not only that, you can also rely on Kia's traditional safety sense, which is fantastic, and I love the fact that everybody in the Kia will feel quite safe while in this particular vehicle. Now, let's talk about two things. Off-road capability. So this vehicle doesn't have a 4x4 system, not in this particular country. However, the ground clearance is good. It allows you to do a bit of off-roading, gives you added comfort and safety. So driving this particular vehicle is actually very nice to drive, especially on our roads in Kenya. It's good. They've actually fitted something called rough road package on the suspension. You have, tougher bushes and springs to ensure that the vehicle remains steady while on the road. Now it's time for us to get to the Msema Kweli. The truth, is this vehicle worth it? Can we do value for money? Let's head out and do value for money as we check out if this particular vehicle is the right car for you. Now that has been the exclusive review of the Kia Sportage. Stylish, capable, practical, and most importantly, safe for your family. But the biggest question still remains, is this the right crossover for you? We start this particular segment called Value for Money or VFM with the price. Now, this particular vehicle is sold and serviced by Caetano Kenya. And of course, the asking price for this particular unit is 6.5 million plus VAT and comes with a 5-year, 100,000 kilometer warranty, whichever comes first. Plus, you can rely on Caetano Kenya's extensive network to maintain this Kia from Mombasa to Kisumu, coast to coast, Nyeri, Embu. Everywhere you go, you'll probably find a Caetano workshop to maintain this Kia. But we do know that this particular vehicle exists in a space where there's so much competition. Who are the key rivals in this particular segment? Number one, we do have the Haval, which we tested last week, which is a Jolion. Number two, we also have the Volkswagen Tiguan, which is also a very popular vehicle in this segment, the 5-seater version, and of course, the Subaru Forester. So do you reckon, based on this, would you pick this particular Kia? Send us your thoughts as seen on the social media handles below. We'll get back to you with the feedback next week. Signing out, Big Boy Trev, on behalf of Magic Mill and the team. Thank you so much for joining us. See you next week.